Cyanide capsule, the truth is poison to any fraud. Demigod, rocking suits and shoes, going against any odds. How could you hate me? I survived the 80s, the D's, the trauma, embalming fluid and laced. Inhale fumes from a stove up. The show's booked up. I chose to take the world over. Look up. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Hey yo, 30 years later, Illmatic was dropped. Yeah, man, what am I doing?
Hey yo, Prim, chill.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. This evening, the camper to this divisional round. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
What's up?
Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. And that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap.
This defense wanted to come out early in this game and take the fight to the offense. And boy, did they ever set the tone on the very first play, keeping that carry to no gain.
Williams to throw on second down. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Bigsby. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Second and inches. Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
On first and 10, it's Williams. And that ball incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Throw it again. It's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will score. Tank Bigsby. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And we've seen this offense play at such a high level all season, Mike. There's no reason to expect anything different here in the playoffs. And Now they can continue to let this crowd get into the game, turn the game over to their defense, let them play with a lead at home with the home crowd, and you're feeling really good about how the rest of this game can play out.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Ready? Tap the 60, tap the 60. Cougar 19. Rig alert, rig alert.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And that'll be incomplete. They took their shot downfield. Now let's check on the flag. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on. Hey. Go.
It's a toss play, left to Gibbs. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
That's quickly out to Smith. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Williams now to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. Out wide, that's Bigsby. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. First down, Cowboys.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing again, Williams. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
It's second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
What is up?
Williams to the air once more. That is hauled in at the 5. And he is out of bounds. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's first and goal.
What is up?
First and goal of the
Here's Bixby. Good blocking, and he's in. Hank Bixby. Touchdown, Cowboys. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Cowboys will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
Buffalo 18.
The motion man here is Mitchell. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line. One quarter down in this NFC divisional round matchup. 14-0 is our score. We're back to Arlington in a moment.
19 Lions. Pass. 60 Eagles. Cup 19. Cup 19.
The motion man here is Mitchell.
Steady.
From the gun, here's Ward.
As a quarterback, understanding where you are in the situation of the game is critical to playing at a high level. In this case, yes, he suffers the sack. But a couple yards deeper, and it would have resulted in a safety.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
70 Timber.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And this drive is going backwards, taken down for a loss. The defense with a quick 3-and-out. Packers set to kick this one away, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. Look at him go! And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That one to the sideline is over everybody, but now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding.
What is up?
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. That's caught! And he's in! DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Dallas. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Makes the score Cowboys 21. Packers nothing. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
thing, 19. 19 tight. Nice. Ready.
On first down, Ward. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Let's go.
24-yard gain on the play.
On first and 10, Ward. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. Unfortunately, this one didn't end up getting picked, going the other way.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. He'll get this out wide. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, first and 10. Looking to get that wide receiver screen set up, but this one will not work. It's incomplete.
So there's a sense of urgency with these RPOs, especially in the NFL game, because your linemen, they're thinking it's a run, so you can't allow them to get downfield. So that's where this quick decision-making from the quarterback is so critical, and the timing of this one just wasn't quite right and falls incomplete.
Here we go. 18, Viking, 18. 69, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
We're going to put a man in motion to the right. Throwing again is Ward. Exiting the pocket right. And he kept that play alive as long as he could, but the rush eventually gets to him and takes him down.
What a first half for this pass rush, huh, Mike? I mean, they have just completely dominated this game. They are in complete control, and you have to imagine this offensive line, there's got to be some adjustments up front. They just cannot allow their quarterback to continue to be hit like this. And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
The motion man here is Mitchell. On fourth down, Ward. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 there as the decision to go for it pays off.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Warriors, 70. Come on. Set. Cowboy 80.
On first down, it's Ward. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Ready.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Braden Fisk is there to bring him down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up. 2 minutes remaining here in this first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
Okay, ready.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. Here's Gibbs, and he will take this one across into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs, touchdown Packers. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They get 21 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run with Bigsby. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. It's going to be third. They need one. Now this looks like a design run. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it in. He does. First down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and
that is caught on the right sideline, but it's out of bounds, says the official who was right there. Not the most accurate pass. It's incomplete, and it's second down.
So they're not going to come down with the reception, but, Mike, this is actually a really good ball. So with the coverage being as tight as it was, the only place that quarterback can put the ball is high and to the outside, saying, hey, if my guy can't come down with it and keep his feet in bounds, nobody is. The last thing you want to do is miss that ball on the inside, because those are the ones that end up going the other direction.
Set to go now on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Williams. This is caught at the 2. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it first and goal. And he will do it himself. He's in. Caleb Williams. Touchdown Cowboys. Lutz for the extra point.
Lutz lining up for the point after.
Oh, this is a push. He missed it. No good. And that'll keep the score right where it is.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Halftime coming close. And not much time left as this one is kicked away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get across the 20, mark him down 23-yard line. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And it'll be forced out of bounds, just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Here's second and 2.
Cowboy, here we go, set. 19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Shotgun snap for Wolf. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That is brought in. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. And we are back at it with the third quarter. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
70 range. Come on. Set. 19, Buffalo 18. Hurt.
McBride is the motion man.
18, Rattler.
Now, first down throw for Ward. Pass right side. That is hauled in by Horton. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
70.
A gain of 18 on the play.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. And second and inches at the Cowboys' 37-yard line.
On second down, it's Gibbs. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Ward. Rolling right. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
The quarterback forced out of
Third down, they need 5.
a loss of a yard.
Pass the 60. Took the 19.
They hand it to Gibbs. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Panther 11.
First down, Packers.
70, Timberwolf.
That's Pierce in motion.
Go.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. At left side, that's the tight end, McBride. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
A toss to the right. Here comes Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Quick fist on the stop. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and
5.
7 Pirates. Come on. 70 Lions. Warriors, 70.
Here's Ward. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Slot man in motion right. Here we go on 4th with Ward. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
It's a turnover on down.
Thrown quickly on the RPO to Bowers. And that'll help give him some space. Out of bounds. Up at the 20-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And In this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Gets a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, it's Williams taking a shot downfield for Smith. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
Oh, looked like he may have had a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return.
At their own 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing, Ward. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target.
2nd and 10.
And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Cup 19. Let's go. 79 Broncos. Panther 11. Panther 11. 19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go.
Throwing is Ward. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Now a throw here, it's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. And he is out of bounds, but there is a flag down, and we may erase that one. Task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long.
Come on. Hit. 3. Cowboy 80. Go.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. Inside the 35. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That's back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here is Shipley on the return.
Will Shipley on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
A run up the middle with Bigsby. He'll manage only a couple. Abdul Carter, the number 3 overall selection. There for the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From 29, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. He works free, right side. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Dallas. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Taking care of business on the ground. They run it into the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Mike, some of the hardest elements to coach for a running back is vision and patience. And in this case, you saw both of them on display, and he's able to take the long run all the way to the house for 6. Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Buffalo 18.
From the gun, here's Ward. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. And this will be incomplete.
So you take the field as the defense, and you understand that the opposing team just gave up points. They want to grab back some of the momentum, some of the energy on the sideline. In the back of your head, you're saying, all right, they're going to take a shot probably within these first couple plays. Here they did it on the first play. It's exactly what happened. Good coverage, and falls incomplete.
Trap 60, trap 60.
The slot man in motion right. Here's Ward now on 2nd down. That's caught by Gibbs. 20 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Packers.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. The RPO, that one is complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Alex Highsmith trying to get his team a step closer to the Super Bowl. It's his 3rd sack of this divisional round game. 3rd and long. Here's Ward. Looking down the field, but that ball's incomplete. Budda Baker with the coverage defensively, able to break that one up. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
60 Bison, 60 Bison, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Roll.
They snap it to Ward. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And that'll be a pickup of 3.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Once again, it's Bigsby. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up 1st down.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They need to get it to the 27. This is 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Cowboys add on to their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. On the return, it's Mitchell. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
Ready?
38-yard line.
Shot 50. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Ward. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Back to throw is Ward. That one out wide to Gibbs. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Ready? Left it. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Now it's Ward. Forced to his right. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's got a man. That's Horton. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as this defense can't come up with the play they needed. They surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively.
Okay, ready?
It's 2nd down.
Buffalo 18. Jeanette, cut 19. Cut 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Throwing again is Ward. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. Ward going to throw on 3rd and 1. Out to his right. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Good awareness there on 3rd down. He's thinking there's nothing there, tuck it, and head for the sticks. He's able to get the 1st down himself, avoid any big contact, and the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
6-yard line.
60 Eagles, 6, Dragon 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
On 1st down, Ward. He's got it inside the 5. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. They'll go with the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Cam Ward. Touchdown, Green Bay.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
That's pulled in, and they're able to tack off the two-point conversion.
Packers 22.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
On the ground, here's Bigsby, and he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They will continue on in these playoffs. They're now one step away from a Super Bowl appearance. We'll have a tough one coming up next Sunday in the Conference Championship game. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we say so long from Arlington.